Hello everyone, and welcome to my new video series that I'm calling Aku Loves. Aku Loves will be a series that shows my love for certain video games in a way that's like talking to one of my closest personal friends. Without wasting any more time, let's get started on my first episode and see how this goes. Doom wasn't the first-person shooter to exist, but if you're into video games, then you probably heard that's the most important one. Doom has inspired many young video game developers back in the day to make their own Doom clones as they were known, which eventually led us to have the games that exist today. But here's the thing about me and Doom. I had always heard about the game since I was in elementary school. Growing up in my teen years, I had heard about Doom 3, but I never had the means to play the Doom games, or even the interest. You'll see that's going to be a pretty big trend in my gaming history. I've always been an ignorant little piece of Anyway! Now finally, the Doom games were put on a really good sale recently, and for only $2 each, I bought Doom 1 and 2. Why did I buy them though? Well, funny enough, back during spring break, I just took it upon myself to say, you know what? I feel like playing Doom 2016. And there I was, playing one of the best shooters to exist in the last decade. And about halfway through, I said to myself, you know what? I feel like watching a video of people talking about the original Doom 1 and 2. You see, I'd never even seen any extended gameplay, only a clip here and there in videos. So I look up a reliable YouTuber by the name of LGR, Lazy Game Reviews, and his words really captivated me. I felt like I should really take advantage of that PSN sale I mentioned. It's funny how the stars aligned for Doom, as after I purchased the game, I waited till I was done playing with my friends that night, and at about 1 in the morning, I finally started playing Doom for the first time in my gaming history. Upon first booting up the game, I was delighted to see how simple the start screen looked. But beyond that, a demo of the game starts playing, and that really took me back to the days when every video game did that. Hearing the old school sounds of the gunfire and monster roars got me excited, and I hit start. Right off the bat, the game asks, which episode? Which confused the hell out of me, to be honest with you. Quick backstory. When the game was originally released, the first 8-level episode was free. Then each episode released had to be purchased by sending money to the company that made the game, id Software, and they would mail you a nice little floppy disk with the rest of the game on it. In case you don't know or remember, this is what a floppy disk looks like. Okay, back to the game. You then pick your difficulty, and for me, I chose Hurt Me Plenty, which translates to hard. Pretty respectable if you ask me. I mean, after all, the game is known for its difficulty. Now the game just drops you right in the first level. No cutscene or even story text. This game clearly puts gameplay first. Something I want to mention, which is one of the most important things about a Doom game, is the music. Now right when you start the first level, you're greeted by a delight to your ears as you hear E1M1, one of the most iconic video game songs to ever grace gaming. The rest of the soundtrack is just as amazing, as some of these tracks give off a sense of isolation and wonder, as much as they give off that sense that it's time for an ass beating. Seriously, this music has been stuck in my head ever since I heard it. Now we've reached the point in my video, the very reason I got inspired to make this series. You see, Doom is all about gameplay, and it's all about the pure vibe you get from just being a dude killing some demons from hell. The gameplay is fast and frantic. You might notice something too. You can't aim up or down in Doom. That's simply due to limitations in the game engine back then. But even for its time, the way it imitated true 3D graphics was amazing. Anyway, given that the game's aiming is limited, actually adds to the game's fun, as all you gotta do is focus on what's in front of you, move fast, and have yourself a good time. You can use different guns in the game, but unless you need something like a rocket launcher for a specific situation, you're going to be relying on the shotgun for most of the game, which is fine because it feels really awesome to use anyway. The enemies all act very different from each other, and there's so many different combinations of them that the game always feels fresh and doesn't ever get boring, which is another thing that inspired me. While playing Doom, I found myself to be excited and smiling while I was playing. I was genuinely happy to see this sweet piece of gaming history. For this video, I only recorded the 8 levels in episode 1, but the whole game is so amazing and approachable due to its simplicity. I really recommend giving it a try to not put it off like the idiot that I was for so many years. It's actually inspired me to look up more videos about it, and I found my new favorite YouTuber because of it. Be warned though, if you play on the difficulty that everyone should experience this game on, Hurt Me Plenty, expect the game's difficulty to ramp up every now and then. The level design in Doom really has that classic feel to it. It's not linear, and you'll need to do some exploring for keycards that unlock doors. Some levels might take a while. Despite that, I appreciate how Doom is never afraid to just be itself with its design. Even at full price, this game is so worth it because it has a couple of add-on packs made by the Doom modding community, and they can really extend your playtime even more. For $5, I'd say that's really worth it. And all that before I started Doom 2. In closing, I just want to say that Doom 1993 has been such an enjoyable experience that I could safely say that it has climbed way up on my list of my favorite games of all time. That just goes to show that when something is designed really well and comes from the heart and desire to make something great, it can be remembered for years to come. And that is why I love Doom. And that was my first Aku Loves video. I hope it was enjoyable. Please leave a comment and let me know how I did. That being said, I've been Aku, you guys have been amazing, stay safe, and thanks for watching.